Yo, 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 yo. It's your girl, Loren. I'm back at it again with another gameplay and guitar practice. I know this is so random, but everybody has their thing. Everybody has their um routine. This is just mine. So I'm kind of just getting my day started. I really just want to devote today to relaxing, eating well, and practicing some guitar, maybe playing some video games. That's all. That's all I got here for today. I hope y'all hang out with me, whether you do or don't. That's cool. I'm gonna have a good time regardless. So I've been playing these. I like playing these little adventure games by Haiku, and we're gonna start with an adventure game. And I'm also gonna, while I do that, I'm gonna eat breakfast. It's a parfait that I made with like mixed berries, vanilla Greek yogurt, granola, and um, honey. And so, yeah. So let's get this gameplay started. I've already kind of started a game. All right. How come? Oh, think something's pausing. What's going on? Oh no, I got all these games down here in progress. What's really going? What's really good? I'm so confused. All right, well, I'll be right back. Anyways, okay, we back. We back with it again. Sorry, my thing just started acting up. I'm not sure why. All right, so we're gonna be playing this haiku game. Hey, Lightning Zeke was good. Um, oop, I did not want this. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey. I'm gonna start off this Saturday with this Paradise Mystery game that I started playing. Um, I like these adventure games. They're like my new favorite type of games to play. Um, Everyone like it up, yeah, like it up, woo, like it up, y'all, please, like it up. How y'all doing today? Y'all eat breakfast today? Cause I'm eating breakfast right now. All right, let's play this game. I'm a detective, and I went on vacation, and I'm on the second chapter. Nothing crazy has happened yet, but I'm trying to get a feel for everything. Mm. Sorry, that bite was crazy, cuz. And I'm just going with the motion. You did? What's up? No, no. What are y'all knowing? Oh, y'all didn't eat breakfast yet. Y'all gotta eat some breakfast. Alright, so let's get to going. Coral's the receptionist. Her name is Coral Reeve. Girl. Girl. Alright. Welcome to the Zen Spa. I'm Coral Reeve. Do you have an appointment? No, but we're hoping to get a facial or a mud bath or something. Let's see. We're all booked up, but we're offering free trials for a new flotation pod. That sounds crazy. It's peaceful, soundproof tank filled with salty water that keeps you effortlessly afloat. I don't know. I can be a bit claustrophobic. You don't even have to close the lid. Everyone who tries to, okay, you know, I did this already. This bitch just telling me some random shit. Come on. Alright. These glasses are cute. I've already been through this. I don't want to wear those. They're making you pay. Ain't that some? Just however they can suck some money up out of us, they gonna do it. I promise. Fucking promise. Sorry if I'm chewing in the fucking mic. I'm hungry, yo. I ain't paying $3.99 for that. I was playing this game earlier, and I had got to this part, and then my phone died, so I'm already kind of aware of some of the things I should need to be doing. Like finding that, getting a stick, so I can get this. And then I need to find another piece of that. But what's this? So this is Jordan from Jordan Inventions. I see his gadgets in Sky Mall all the time. Melissa is my friend, but I'm playing right now as Detective Kate. So Kate is the main person I'm playing as. Yeah, I thought his automatic margarita making robot. It's awesome. I always wondered what he looked like. He looks pretty good to me. Clear your mind, calm your senses, find your inner peace. Hope we get to try it soon. Is there anything over here that I need? No. So I gotta find how to get through this door right here. Yeah, Kate, this is my bitch right here. That's who we playing as. That's Detective Kate. We haven't got to no mystery yet. This is only chapter 2, but we gonna get there. Girl, I would have interrupted that seaweed wrap. Just forget all of that. Give me one sec. How y'all doing? Okay. Alright, so, and I also gotta figure this out. I know that, I'm just trying to make sure. I need one more piece, and I think it's in the safe. So I'm gonna have to, there we go, okay. In the crossword puzzle on the round table, the center of the puzzle is a 4x4 grid that matches the one on the cabinet lock. So 4x4. So in the middle, so like, are we talking about this? 4x4, 4x4, and so that would mean that it would be this. Let's try that. Boop, 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 boop. Boo, booyah, booyah, bays. Ooh, I can change the remote. No way. Jordan's invention showroom is right here on the island. Don't tell me you want to go meet him. Come on. Don't you think he looks nice? We should buy a massage chair. This Melissa looks like my boss. You're too much. How about so? How y'all doing? All right. Oh, they just disclosed. Oh. All right. What in the world? Ah, I see what they did. It's backwards. So, oh, motherfucker. So it's gonna be top right one. This middle one. Booyah. Booyah base. There we go. Oh. Look what this guy's shaking out of the chair. Yay. Alright. Moving on up. We have all the pieces. Let's try and fit them all on the board. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go. Alright, so these go exactly the way they're meant to go. Oh wait. Okay, let's be smart about this. So this obviously goes in this corner. This obviously goes in this corner. This obviously goes in this corner. Right? I love puzzles. How is this all the pieces? And then it's like, how the hell? Okay, let's try that. Okay. If at any point in time y'all want to give me any tips or anything, I'll gladly take it. Let's put this motherfucker right, huh? Oh. Nope. 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 I could do it like that. But then that just throws it all off. Nope. That ain't it. That ain't it at all. Alright. Let's try shit again. Reveal him. For the place the pieces on the board so none. Duh. I see on my phone I could like reveal a hint for free. But so that shit didn't work. What if I did that? Or that? Right? With this? I don't know. With this? I really do think this go here. Maybe I wasn't wrong with putting that here. Oh, I think I did it. I did it! Hey! This is an interesting pattern. There's a number in there, I bet. I think that's just 8, 6, 5. It's 4. 8. 4. 8. 5, 8. 4, 8, 5, 8. No. Excuse me. Unless this is 4, 3, 5, 8. Oh, a 3. 4, 3, 5, 8. But the only thing what's next? Door lock. Okay. Yeah. Because this could be an E. This could be an S. Right? Oh, an S is actually goes the other way. I'm lost right now. I'm trying to figure out, like, anybody got any ideas? I'm a little lost right now. And I don't really want to use a hint. I know it has to do with this. What word could this be? Y'all got any ideas? Y'all got any ideas? Cause I sure as hell don't. Sorry. I got distracted. It just says 4, 3, 5, 8. What words can I? Okay, I'm about to just give up because I don't. Aha, got it. Because it goes back to the crossword puzzle. So we got 4, which is R. We have 3. I'm so dumb. We have 3, which is E. Then we have 5, which is S. ST. Okay, S and 8 is T. ST. ST. Rest. Wow. Whew. We figured it out all on our own, bro. But it's not gonna fix. Ooh. I'm glad I figured that out without cheating. Alright, now we're in business. I want to get to some crime. That's what I want to do. Alright. You want to try it out first? No, it's all yours. I'll just hang out and read for a bit. So let's click around. Let's get this coin. This coin on. Phone looks a bit like, ooh, a key. Keys always be somewhere. We got a trash bin. The fuck is this? I'm not sure what that doodle is. A waterfall, maybe? I think it's a drain. That looks like a drain. Okay, that number. Alrighty. Okay, so we need a key to open this bitch. Oh. Okay. Seaweed powder. Nothing else. You can go back out here. Okay. Oh, it's not even sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, nope. Okay. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing with the seaweed powder, huh? What am I supposed to be doing with this seaweed powder, huh? Let it flow. Then why am I coming back over here? They apparently want me to come back over here for some reason. For some reason. Nothing beats eating right. Alright. Says that's not working well. My question is, how is it that you go to a resort and then these niggas leave you by themselves? I'd be pissed. What is this nail file for? Oh, what am I supposed to be filing down? Ooh, it's probably 101 because of that number. Nope. What is that? Is that a drain or is that? See, this is the part of the game that I'm not really. See, now I'm like, all right, let it flow. I got some seaweed powder, and I got a nail file. Really not entirely sure what I need to be doing. I threw some water in the bag. And I ain't supposed to be throwing this seaweed powder up in this bitch. Now I'm just flailing around because I have no clue. Because I gotta solve this here. Not sure, a waterfall maybe? She said a waterfall maybe. Ah! I'm dumb as fuck. 3, 1, 5. 3, 1, 5. I'm dumb as hell. Here we go. Screwdriver. Just need to set all the segments of the circle to red. Alright. To open the hatch, make all the segments of the lock red. The top button moves 3 segments clockwise and switches the colors of the bottom. Alright, real quick though, before I do that. Not sure what to tape for. Damn it, motherfucker. Damn. I make all of these sections red, and I'm trying to get all this stuff. Low-key want to skip it, but it's so easy. I probably won't skip it. Sorry, y'all. Just making sure the sounds alright. Sorry, my bad. Alright. This right here. I'm always so close. But yet, so far. How y'all doing? The three of you watching me, how y'all doing? Hey, like it up. This is so annoying. Alright, I'm done eating, sorry. But I made me a parfait, it was fire. It was delicious. It was delicious. It was delicious. Alright. Now I'm like, should I go in? Should I go out? Let's go in. I was like, it's probably going to be like a mismatchy type of situation. So let's, I have all that, this or that. Why does it kind of look like Spider-Man? Like these are his, like right here, like these are his eyes, and like this is his face. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever Spider-Man does. Does whatever Spider-Man does. Excuse me. Honestly, I do be cheating. I do be cheating all the damn time. I do be cheating. Like, I'm not even. Oh wow! I just watched this video on YouTube of an officer fainting. I know exactly what happened. That's crazy. I'm sorry, I got distracted. But yeah. All right, cool. The sound was the sound is sounding. That's good. Hi, Anais. Gabad, Gahad, Jahab, Anais. What's up? Playing this game. Playing this game. I'm trying to. I'm low key. Oh, that's why I got on my phone. I low key be cheating. So, because I don't want to use my coins like my stars. Oh, that girl do kind of look just like her, just a little bit. Um, is this Paradise Island or Vacation? Is this it? Paradise Mystery. Yep. I need to figure out. Okay, there we go. 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 I'm cheating. I don't care. Oh, is that not how you supposed to pronounce it? I feel like I butchered it, but I'm glad you liked it. Anais? Gehad Hab? Gehad Gehad. You got a ha ha. I'm joking. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, I'm cheating. I mean, forget. I'm gonna get this right actually. That this. I hate when the guy talks to for love. And there we go. And it's done. Yay! The mystery! We found a dead body. Coral didn't say that someone might still be using the tank. He must be sleeping very deeply. Should we wake him? I don't know. We don't want to give him a heart attack. He kind of looks like he's not breathing. What? Let me see. Oh boy, we definitely can't wake him up. He got no pulse. What? He's unalive? What do we do? Should we call 911? Where's Coral? Wait, before we call anyone, let me take a closer look. This seems very fishy. Yeah, finally, we got our murder case. We got our unaliving case. We got our problem solving, our mystery. Yay! Yay! What's this game about? It's a murder mystery. I'm a detective that's on vacation, but I obviously can't be on vacation because somebody got murdered. I don't like the look of this. The latch on the lid looks broken. We couldn't open it from the outside. I bet he couldn't open it from the inside either. You think he was trapped inside? Maybe ran out of oxygen? Maybe. I'd like to take a few photos and dust for fingerprints on the lid to see if he was struggling to get out. Come on, Kate. This is not a murder case and you're on vacation. We need to call for help. We will, I promise. I'll be quick. I just need something to dust with. Wait, before I dust, let me take a few photos. His face looks flushed, and I can see some tinge of blue around his eyes and nose. It's hard to tell if he suffocated or had a heart attack. The latch is all scratched up like someone tampered with it. Kate, stop. Accidents happen. Yeah, she's definitely like my boss. But what if this wasn't an accident? Maybe someone purposely broke the latch to trap him in there. That seems very unlikely. There are much easier ways to kill someone. Okay, that should be enough photos for now, but now I can dust for fingerprints. Now I just need to lift all those fingerprints with some tape. We a detective, and so now we gotta solve this dude's murder. Yeah, this is what I'm all about. Oh, there's some right here. Okay, are you done now? Okay, everyone is on their way. Yes, I'm done. I bagged the fingerprints as evidence, and I got a few good photos. Oh, Lord, no, what happened? We think he got trapped and died. Do you know him? That's Kai Waters. He's the owner of Surf Shop. Super nice guy. He comes here whenever the weather's bad for surfing. He loves the saltwater so much. You didn't hear him banging or calling for help? No, those tanks are soundproof. I assumed he had left the spa as usual. Did he have any enemies? No. Everyone loved him. Well, except Dean Marks, the tattoo artist. They were good friends until Kai started dating Dean's wife. Hey, man. Yeah. Hi, Coral. What's going on? I'm on the schedule to clean the float tank room. Do I have only fangs? No, I do not have. I have no fangs in my mouth. Hi, Coral. What's going on? I'm on the schedule to clean the float tank. Hi, Nancy. Can you come back later? There's been an accident. Oh my goodness. So sorry. I'll come back later. I think I'm gonna be sick. Let me stop. My acting's terrible. I just heard from security. They're on their way. How awful. How the hell they heard? So Serena's suspicious. Serena's suspicious. Serena's suspicious. This is the first time they had a black woman in one of these. Serena's suspicious. How the hell you hear from security that fast, Serena? I just found the body. Who told you? Who told you? See, don't be giving your people a bad rep, Ananias. All right. But anyway, cause Serena, how the hell you find out so fast? I think Serena did it. It's either Serena or it's the owner of the other resort across the street. That's who I think it is. But y'all missed the other owner from across the street, so it's alright. I'm so sorry you found him like that. What a freak accident. Who the hell told you this fast, Serena? Well, you might want to investigate a bit more. Don't worry. We'll take care of everything from here. Kai's family and friends will be informed. Yay! We're gonna go. Last chance. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna get more money from me. Let's go to the next chapter. Yes. I don't care. Bye-bye. Let's unlock this chapter. I think after this chapter, I'm going to, practice my guitar. So, do you want something fun and not, so you want to do something fun and I think about the dead guy? Nobody here seems to be doing an investigation. It's not right. We should go show the photos to Jordan, that dreamy inventor guy. Maybe he'll tell if someone messed with the latch on the tank. That's not a bad idea, actually. I was joking. Or it could be Melissa. It could be her friends. And this is where you get blocked because, are you Indian? Because you Indian sometimes. Y'all be out here doing way too much. Block. Cool place. It's like you're about to walk into the Sky Mall catalog. Let's see if anyone's here. Yeah, somebody's here. I see him. He in there playing some virtual something or other. We got a robot. Hello, little robot. Looking for a volleyball partner? He's not responding. I wonder if that robot knows how to get inside the showroom. I doubt it, but you never know. How the heck? How the heck is a detective bringing a civilian around for? I'm cold, low key. I'm cold, high key, actually. All right, sorry. I had to get a little comfy. All right. Seymour. Seymour Sailor. Damn. Okay, this is gonna come in later. Okay. These are Morse code signals for different numbers. I'm looking at this. Why are they different colors? Oh, look at this. That was a big star. Welcome to Jordan Inventions. We're open by appointment only. Choose your name to enter. Fancy bikes. Maybe we can ride around them later. Yo. All right. Give me one sec. Cause it's really like, what's down here? There's something floating in the water. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. It's a deflated volleyball. What the heck is a bike pump? Inflated volleyball. What was down here? And then what's this? Ah! There we go. Gotcha. Alright. Let's do 7. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. What up? It's so cold. Alright, yeah, you see me with my big old blankie. Alright, Yeah, I get that. Because it looks like it goes, and then 1, 2, 3. So what is it? 7. What is it? 7, 2, 3. that not it? Yeah, this Morse code thing, man. Um, it's throwing me for a loop. Let's see if this volleyball will help me out. I know. And then wait a minute. Red, white, and blue. Yeah. Well, I already know what to do. We already know what to do. Yes, we do. Do-do-do-do. Ba-do-do-do-do. Ba-do-do-do. I'm cheating. I don't even care. That's what I thought. 4 short, 1 long. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know why it's the one in the middle, but okay. All right. It looks like I need to push the 3 buttons to rotate things until 3 dots are in each white circle. I can't see all the dots at once because they get covered by each other with blue on top layer. Hey, bet. I didn't even mean to try to do that so easily, but cool. Good. We don't gotta worry about it. I'm a volleybot. Want to play? Toss me a ball to start. Ooh, cool. I'd love to play. Wait, volleybot. Do you know the passcode to the front door? Want to play? Toss me a ball to start. I don't know how I don't think it knows the password, Kate. There we go. Let's get ready to play. Now we gotta play volleyball. I ain't never played no volleyball. Alright, volleybot, are you ready? This is just for fun now, okay? No winning or losing. I just want to see how you play. I am ready. I am ready. Please serve the ball. Uh-oh. I already get it. Alright, so it would be M. It looks out, and it'll be M, right? Yeah, M. What am I doing now? Play ball. M. The only thing. His one arm. Okay. M P. Let me write this shit down. Hold on. M P. H. It's not H. It would have to be. I swear that motherfucker is like down and up. So see. I could be totally getting these things wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you. What in the blue blazes in the Sam beam bam boogie? What? I don't know if it's I, cause I is the best one, but like it looks like this arm comes up and not, but it's really this arm that goes up and this arm that crosses. I don't. It might be I. it backwards? I'm really trying my best. Because now I'm confused. Because is it backwards? It might be backwards. Like the way he's facing me might not even be. So I might have to try and do this all over again. Because if he was flipped around, it would look like this. Oh wait, nope. Here we go. K. I don't even know what the other one is. K. Because there's one that go like to the side and down. Alright. Whatever. Yeah, K. Would that be E? That looks like E. Yeah, that looks like E. So one goes straight out 90 degrees and one goes to 40 degrees. Because this goes straight out. S. This might be S. What the fuck was I thinking about? Yeah, this goes straight out and that goes down. So we got S. Straight out and down. Okay. So we got S. Then we got straight up and straight out like a right. S. P. I don't see this. I don't see that one. SP. It goes diagonally up and then diagonally down. H. No. I is like the next best one because it goes up direct, but it's supposed to go up with this hand and down with that hand. So that's why I'm like, it's not H. It can't be fucking H. Fortunately, I is the next best one, which really don't add up because that flag don't really come downward from the front crossbody on any Z. But H is the H, but this arm is supposed to go up like that. I have to say I. I mean, that's the next best one. You go straight up and diagonal. Okay. Alright, and then straight down. Spike. Okay. The word spike. Yeah, buddy. Oh, look. No wonder he didn't answer the door. He's got virtual reality goggles on. It's gonna be a challenge to get his attention. They just walked up into this nigga's crib, like. They really just walked up into this nigga's crib, like. They could spin on the light cycle only at Jordan inventions create beautiful light patterns as you burn. A rock climbing treadmill is actually pretty cool. This poster shows who won the latest rounds of the virtual paradise tennis. I bet one of these characters must be Jordan's avatar. Probably either this guy. Nah, I think it's this guy right here, Rainbow Skies. This is part of the game I can't stand because it's like, ugh. The little puzzles and shit. I just gotta use my brain, Loren. It's okay. It's okay to use your brain. I don't know why. I don't know why. Honestly, I'm gonna stop this because honestly, it's time to play some guitar. I'm getting kind of bored over there with that. So I recently uploaded a YouTube short. Oh, I love these videos. Hold on, give me a second. I get so distracted. Actually, no, I wanted to watch this one instead. Let's watch this one instead.
I'm going undercover as a girl to prank people. Like this guy right here who doesn't speak English. I don't dance. Yeah, no. Yeah, he really wants me to dance with him. I'm so happy he doesn't understand English.
He had no idea what I said, so what's the worst that could happen, right? Hey, my brother! No!
No?
No!
Ah,
How like this?
okay.
How like this? I understand you got the Argentinian race, but no.
Ah, bueno.
Suka, what is this?
Es que me gusta mucho, por eso. Perdón.
Ah, I understand, but bro, how like this?
Soy la chica trans más linda que vi en mi vida.
Oh, in your entire life. Oh, okay. Thank you.
But how did they even get here? Let me take you a few hours back. Today, I'm going undercover as a girl in Miami to troll people and catch predators. I have been doing these videos all around the world. New York, Los Angeles, Greece, and in many
I'm
other
sorry,
places.
but if I saw
which
this walking around
technically
outside,
makes me Mr. Worldwide. And not just that,
I
but
don't know
only
about y'all, but I can tell when a man
30.5% of
is a
people
man.
are subscribed, which
Like,
makes me Mr.
because men are
305.
built
Dale.
a certain
Before
way.
the nighttime pranks, we thought it would be a funny idea for me to to be on
And
the
men
beach
sometimes
while my
have
team
really
here
feminine
pretend to
legs.
interview people, with the plot twist being me coming in.
I will show you an Instagram account, and I want you to rate this girl.
I'll say 9.5.
9.5, okay?
She cool. She's valid. I'm gonna say like low 9. I'm gonna say a 9. Yeah.
A 9, okay, good
Why
answers.
you gotta do my brothers like
I ain't
this?
gonna lie, to white girls, I'm gonna give her a solid 7.
Smash or pass?
Smash. I'm cooking it.
Pass. Pass, I'm sorry. Pass.
Pass, so we have 3 pass and 2 smash. So it's a... How
Because
would
they
you
can
feel,
tell it's
though?
a dude.
You know what? I feel pretty bad, bro. I don't feel wanted. What is this?
Hey, yo!
Come back, you said smash. Bro, they said smash. What is this?
I'm going to
Yo,
show you an
bro, with
Instagram
the
account
dreads
of a
couldn't
girl, and I
handle
want you to tell
life.
me what her job is.
Gym influencer slash OnlyFans.
At the beach is
Model.
crazy,
Personal
ain't
trainer.
That's some good answers. And the final result is...
Really? OnlyFans?
Really, bro? Really?
Oh my god. Do it work. Oh, do you want to use it?
Oh, you want to try something?
Yeah, go for it. I have no idea what's happening. No way.
funny as fuck, bro.
That was really good, yeah.
Oh, really?
Thank you, bro. I've been training. That's why.
That's fine.
That's why, bro. I've been training. You know, hard work pays off.
Yeah, you look
Yeah,
like
see, like, men
you're ready to
don't
take
have
some photos.
hips.
Maybe I
Like,
am.
they don't
Huh?
have
Maybe
hips
I
the
am.
way women
Put
have
on-
hips.
put a
That's how you
Rufia.
can know.
All right.
Show me your work, bro. Show me what you're working with.
What her job is.
OnlyFans. Yeah, definitely a video girl. OnlyFans, for sure.
Is that your final answer?
Not a nurse. Can't be a nurse.
You're right. OnlyFans.
I know it.
I mainly jump scare people.
What is a jump scare?
So you hear me like this?
And then I go like this. Yeah, that's what a jump scare is.
Okay, I get it.
That was fun, but now it was time for the nighttime pranks. Assuming the Florida weather is gonna let us. Anyway, the little time we had with no rain, this is what happened.
Dang, you all and you know, see, look, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not even that attractive. Like, he's totally slaying. He would totally slay me on any day. But man, dudes do be like that. Like, they see you, and if they into you, they. Men definitely be all up in your face. Like,
No.
Snapshot, stick it up.
No.
and then why
don't
men steady asking for a
But bro really
Snapchat?
wanted some of this, since even though originally he was going to the other direction, he did a
Why are
180
y'all
and
steady
followed me
asking
all
for
the
a
way to the
chat, a
beach.
Snapchat? How old are we?
I'm chilling. What do you want?
Can you have number?
No.
Why?
I don't want.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful body.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's so
But
creepy.
no.
Like, he followed her. She already said no. And it's crazy. Yeah, okay.
Very beautiful.
Yes, I understand.
At this point I realized how bad the lighting was for the camera, so I decided to take him somewhere with more light.
Beautiful tone.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm walking around, enjoying my night. Yes.
Beautiful. What is your name?
Natalia.
What?
Natalia.
Natalia.
Mhm.
It's beautiful Natalia.
Thank you.
I'm supposed to be practicing my guitar, but then I got distracted.
Oh.
So we gonna get
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
Very beautiful. You're single and woman.
Yes, single.
Single? Nice.
I don't want.
That's beautiful. You're single?
Yeah, I'm single. Can you leave me alone?
Wait, madam.
Leave me alone. 50-50.
50-50.
Oh,
He
maybe
said,
that's no.
50,
Okay.
50. I'm not even.
One kiss.
I'm mad for
One
this
kiss.
fake woman.
And to go.
Again. What if I don't want?
One and to go.
No.
One kiss and to go.
No. You go like this.
Are you going to this?
Yes. I can make you go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Beautiful.
Yes, I know, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, I know, very beautiful.
Can you have the Instagram?
No.
See,
No.
My brother, no. I said no. I said no. What you don't understand? No. Okay? Later, as I was walking, this car started matching my pace, which was suspicious.
yeah,
As
like
soon as
no. Why don't y'all see? This is why women just be giving y'all our Instagrams or our numbers, because y'all just be doing too much. Leave me alone. See, that's why you gotta give the Instagram. I'm all for women having like placebo Instagram pages. I know that don't like placebo, like it's her and like it's your Instagram or whatever, but it's just so you could give to the men who want to fuck you, but like I'm sorry, that was really gross. I don't care. But yeah, it's just like a text now number. Like whenever a dude asks for your number and then he want to make sure it's your number, you got to give him a text now number, right? So that way, you know, if he calls you, he knows that you're locked in, he ain't going to get mad. And then you can just change the text now number. Just like you have like a placebo Instagram account. I'm going to call it a placebo because it'll make him feel like he got your Instagram, but like he really didn't, and you really ain't gonna talk to Cuz on there. But you know, just for the time being, so he don't start acting funny. Like I don't know why men just can't hear the truth. I don't know.
as I passed by, he waved at me.
At the beach instead.
What are you? No.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But a bit down the road, he was waiting for me again.
Sorry.
You need a ride or?
Oh no.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
All right.
See ya.
By the way, this place is the Miami Beach area with the clubs, bars, etc. And just a few steps down the road, another car stops. But this one I ignored. So what this guy did is basically went ahead and waited for me on the corner.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity. But
See, I'm a big proponent on women stop being nice.
Oh. No. 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 Oh. Good night.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Bye bye.
Later, as I was walking, I saw this guy hand wrestling girls. And I was like, that doesn't seem fair. So I decided to challenge him to give him a worthy opponent.
Can I give it a go?
Yeah, go for it, please. Please don't break your arm.
Holy shit, she's strong, isn't she?
Yes, go for it. Get it, get it.
Oh, I forgive her. Fuck me.
Yeah, well.
Get one more.
One more.
Alex wants redemption.
All right. All right. Let's do it again.
3, 2, 1.
Oh no.
Why are you struggling? Oh, okay. Yeah, just
This
let you.
time.
Okay, let's do it again.
I'm
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Guys,
All right.
my shoulder's done. My shoulder give out. Fuck me. My shoulders gave way. Fuck.
This girl is too strong.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I give up on that.
Well.
You Russian or something?
Yeah, I am.
I thought
Actually, how did you know?
What, do you like practice arm wrestling or you just kind of the Russian thing?
No, bro, it's the Russian thing.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, wait, does like all Russians just know how to fucking arm wrestle or something?
Yeah, bro, we are born with it.
A bit Russian, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And they wrestle
I
bears.
thought Aussie was...
While I was walking across
They
the same
wrestle
area, the side of my eye caught this guy, not only being right across me for a suspicious amount of time, but also looking at me pretty frequently. Damn, I almost developed a female instinct, huh? But still, I had to make sure, and I also had to confront him, so I went inside the park to see if he follows me, which he did. I sat down,
Weirdos.
he sat down. I walked, he walked. So now that I was sure, I was ready to confront him.
Vladimir shouldn't end up in prison.
Where?
Bags.
You are free?
Huh?
You are free?
What do you mean free?
Huh?
What do you mean free?
You're waiting for anybody here?
No.
No waiting?
No.
It's crazy how he always just gets all the
Where?
foreign men.
We're here.
I want to talk with you.
For what?
I want to talk with you.
About what?
Huh?
About
Just enjoy.
enjoy what?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. What you gonna talk about in 2 minutes?
Give me your hand.
For what 2 minutes?
Enjoy.
For enjoy. What do you mean? I don't understand.
It's crazy how these people really.
I'm Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, okay. What's
Okay.
the meaning, Batman?
Batman.
What's the meaning?
I'm Batman.
Okay. Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
Batman.
I'm Batman. I have Batmobile. I am justice.
Huh?
I am justice.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Is pink your favorite color?
No.
Are you sure?
It's just my shoes.
Where are you from?
I'm Russian.
Oh, привет.
Привет.
That's all I know.
It's fine.
No, I know some curse words, but I won't be.
Yeah, the
I won't
classic
be-
ones.
I won't be rude, of course.
Yeah, the
you
classic
know.
ones.
You want to check out a bar? I know like a cool like rooftop bar pretty close here.
Oh.
I'm
there's
not
a
attractive
problem with the
enough
bar,
for men to
though.
just ask me. Well, I don't be outside either. I've
So
never
there's
just
a
had a man.
problem
You
about
want to
the
go check out
bar.
this bar outside around? What?
I'm sober, my brother. I'm sober. I don't drink.
He seemed like a
These people who
regular
passed
guy
in front
just
of
trying
me
to
were
shoot his
pretty
shot. Though.
disrespectful. So had to teach him a lesson.
Some of these guys just be regular dudes trying to shoot their shot.
What? What no? What no? What is wrong with you?
Come back! I said come back! Don't run from me!
Hey yo! Hey,
My
fucking-
brother left me! Come back! Come back, my brother! I want love!
Why is he
I
playing
want
like
love and
this?
kisses! Come back!
Why is he playing like this?
Why he doesn't love me? Why you don't know?
He said, I don't know.
You know!
Got these men running.
Guys.
What? Why is he scared? By the way, as I was walking ahead of
He
this,
said, get your ass on, boy. Niggas don't play.
Guys.
what? Why is he scared? By the way, as I was walking ahead of this, impeccable timing.
Oh, did he hear you?
Impeccable timing.
I think I've seen like a video of a Russian man that does like that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Is he like your inspiration or something like that? Because
Oh, really? What's his name?
I don't know. I just seen him like on Instagram Reels and stuff.
Oh, is he cool?
Yeah, boys sound like similar. Yeah.
What's his name? Vladimir? I mean, maybe it's me. Who knows?
I think it gotta be you. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Yeah,
his
it-
voice, it's like pretty similar.
Yeah, it's probably me. Yeah, it is me.
Man, you look like a woman as well. Like, damn, man.
I'm hot, sexy.
Yeah, you are, man. Yeah, for sure.
It's starting to rain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Florida weather, man. Oh shit, it's actually starting to rain a lot.
It's actually raining right now.
Yeah, it's very advisable to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, nice to meet
Bye,
you.
man. Nice to meet you.
Now taxes is getting the
Yeah.
TurboTax app.
Funny as hell. I gotta pee, and then is anyone here with me? Garnum, you still here? Hey, why they running? I gotta pee, and then I'm gonna come back and work on my guitar playing. Wow. So I recently uploaded a guitar cover to Instagram. And I'm getting a lot of hate on it because people see an 11-second video and deem your talent based off of that. And so I like proving people wrong. And so I'm like, all right, you're right. I need to practice. I gotta get better. Right? So let's practice. Let's get better.
So you want to play guitar, but you think to yourself, I could never do that. And you think learning is boring and dry. Here's the deal, it doesn't have to be.
Welcome to our lead guitar intermediates level 1 course. In this course, our aim is to become confident playing and improvising across the entire fretboard, which we do so by learning the 5 pentatonic shapes. If you've already looked at the beginner's lead courses, then you'll be comfortable with the first 2 shapes. But if you're jumping straight in at this level, then we will recap those shapes as well as quickly progressing through the rest. We start the course by learning the 5 shapes and, more importantly, how to find the 5 shapes in any key. This is an absolutely crucial part of the learning, as we want to be able to take any licks we have learned, move them into new keys and quickly find them on the fretboard. We make this idea work in a nice, simple, practical fashion by creating airports across the neck. Develops, we add more and more techniques and apply your new skills to more awesome riffs and songs. We take a look at a Led Zeppelin inspired riff, a ZZ Top inspired solo, and give you key exercises to ensure you're always improving your speed and accuracy. By the end of this course, you'll be able to play lead guitar across the entire neck and in any key. So next time someone says to you, let's jam in the key of E flat minor, you'll say, yeah, no problem. Hi guys, and welcome to the intermediate lead course. Now, this is all going to be about taking your lead playing to the next level. So we're going to do a little bit in the first instances where we're recapping, for some of you guys who have come straight onto the intermediate course, a lot of the stuff that was covered on the beginner's course, just to make sure that you're up to the right level. Because there's some really basic scales and concepts that we need to learn to make sure that you can progress in this course. So we'll be going through that, and then gradually we're going to be moving through until you can play really intricate rock, blues, and even some funky kind of guitar solos. So let's get started, and we're going to start with the first 3 shapes of the pentatonic scale. Now, the pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale, just in case you were not aware. which can be either in major or minor. Now, we're going to come to that in the next couple of lessons, okay? If you've been through all the beginner stuff, then you'll be totally aware of that already. And we're going to go through the first 3 shapes of the pentatonic, okay? If you don't know the first and second shape, and you've never done it before, I would very highly recommend going back and doing the beginner's lead course, because that's where we go through those 2 shapes in great detail, okay? If you've done the beginner's course, then you'll know full well how to use those 2 shapes really intricately by this point. So we're going to go through them anyway, just to be sure, and then we're going to have the
welcome to the Your Guitar
scale
Academy
shape.
channel.
Now,
And trust
the
me when
first
I say
shape
that if
of
you-
the pentatonic in A.
If you have an hour this week, you can learn 100 songs on the piano by learning just 4 chords. These.
Hey there guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome to this beginner's 30-day challenge guitar course. And I'm really excited to bring you this one because it's so important as a beginner, as someone who's got goals and ambitions on the guitar, to install really good habits. And there's 2 really important habits that we're going to be putting in and installing in this course. The first one is daily practice. That's what it's all about. Can you pick up the guitar every single day? If you can get that to become a habit so that every day you pick up the guitar, and it's really not that hard to do that, just find 10 minutes, whatever it might be. We'll go into more detail with that as the course goes on. To pick up and play, you will be able to improve quickly on the guitar. And secondly, can you follow a focused syllabus, a structure? And that's exactly what we're giving you with this course. So you're getting the focus, the structure, exactly what to do with your practice time, plus you're turning up every single day to put in the time to improve. So it's going to be a really exciting course. We're going to be going through everything you need. We're going to be doing chords, we're going to be doing rhythm, we're going to be doing a little bit of lead, theory, guitar gym, everything rolled into one 30-day challenge. So I'm super excited for you guys. We're going to go through this step by step, and in this first unit, we're going to start by smashing the basics. So first up, pick up your guitar and let's get started. Remember that you can head on over to the website and you'll find full write-ups for every lesson, all of the tab, all of the chord boxes, the fretboards, everything you need to absolutely smash and master every single lesson. As well as that, please do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It massively helps us continue to provide you these free courses, and leave us a comment. If you've got questions, we will get back to you. So leave us a comment under the video and we'll speak to you there. Okay then guys, so it's important to note that this is for beginners of all types. So I want to cover stuff that people who have never picked up a guitar before need to know, as well as make sure that you guys that are coming back who have played a little bit, perhaps a few chords or songs or rhythm, you get a lot out of this as well, because you really refine what you've learned, you make sure that you remove any bad habits, and that's why we're going to be going through everything you need and learn even more to make sure that you can progress forward into any genre, style, or kind of advancement that you want. So there's loads to do here, and we're going to start with the real basics. So holding the guitar, okay? This course we're going to be using an acoustic and an electric. You can do the whole course with both, okay? So it really doesn't matter if you've got an electric right now, use that. If you've got an acoustic, use that. You'll see me using both for different parts of the course, so really, honestly, it's no problem. The key thing, first of all, is getting a good position to hold the guitar in. So you can see here, I'm kind of sitting on a stool, and typically the first thing is to make sure that the leg that you're holding the guitar on is raised. Okay, so I like the kind of bar stool style thing, whereby you've got that kind of little platform to put your leg up on, which is what I've got here. It's just a shot, but I'm just on there. And that really allows you to have that raised leg. Now, for some people, it might just be, you can get like a footstool or something like that. It might even just be on the sofa, making sure that one leg is a bit further down than the other. Just try and get a bit of a raised platform with your right leg, assuming you're right-handed and you're holding like this. If you're left-handed, other way around. Feels really awkward to me, but that's how you do it. And then use this part of the guitar to just rest on the leg. Okay, so it's really as simple as that. That rests on the leg, and your hand, your arm, where you're going to be strumming, is just holding the back of the guitar there. So all this bit here, that's just being held by this hand. So just kind of get used to the fact that even if you're not holding the fretboard, the guitar is pretty stable. So between there and here, you're kind of clamping the guitar in place, and then you can just practice kind of waving your arm around randomly to try and make sure that that's all in place. So that's how you would hold the guitar. So that's kind of your first step to getting right. And I would say quite often it's easier to hold an acoustic because it's a bit more fuller bodied. If you're doing it with an electric guitar, for example, I've got the electric guitar I'm using for the course right here. The difference here, and it is a beauty, isn't it, is of course this is a
much smaller body, so you find yourself a bit more like that. So if you're first starting out and using an electric guitar, I'd probably use a strap as well. So just pop the strap on that comes with the electric guitar, and just have it so that it's resting just about there. So if you just sit there like that, it should be resting. It shouldn't feel like it's leaning totally against your leg. It should just feel like that. So you get a similar. Now, of course, I've been playing for years, so I don't need to worry about that too much. You won't have to always do that, but I'd say when you're starting out, maybe with an electric, if it feels a little uncomfortable, then use a strap. That will help massively. So there we go. That's our first bit. And then the pick. Now, I don't care whether you're an advanced beginner, a beginner, a total newbie, whatever you classify yourself as, we need to learn how to hold the pick properly. And this course, we're going to be using only a pick. It's just a nice place to start. I think every guitar player needs to learn how to use a plectrum. And then, of course, as you develop, you might want to move into kind of the fingerstyle stuff later on down the line. But for now, we're going to use a pick. So I'm going to come to the other camera here. I'm just going to show you how to use this. So one thing to bear in mind is I use a kind of medium gauge pick. It's about 80 millimeters, something like 80, 90. It's just super. It's thin, but it's not too thin. It's a little bendy, but not too bendy. Just basically go into a guitar shop or online and type in medium gauge pick, and that's a good place to start. Okay, just a nice, straight down the middle, a pick that will do everything. So this is the one I'm using. And to hold it, what I do is I take my right hand, so the strumming hand, and I curve my first finger around, so I get that kind of, like trigger happy kind of vibe there. Okay, so that's kind of curved around. Don't worry about the rest of the fingers. They might all want to do that. That's all about finger separation. You might be able to do one of them, but it doesn't matter. That one goes there, and the thumb gets ready. And then I place the plectrum like that on the on just this first little curve, so on the smallest part of the finger. I've just placed the plectrum there and clamp it down with the thumb. And what I'm left with, if you can see that from a variety of angles, is basically the thumb is straight. Imagine like a flagpole, and then the actual flag itself. So the flag should be coming out kind of horizontally like that, and this goes up vertically. So you get that kind of vibe. And you can see I'm holding it just between these two, so just between the thumb and the first finger, okay? Now, if you want to get a really close-up image of that, then head over to the website, because we've got a nice picture that we took of that, which really clarifies it. But that's basically how you hold the plectrum. So every time you pick it up, just get used to that. It'll take time, honestly. It'll take a couple of weeks to really get used to picking up a plectrum and just feeling comfortable. But I would say, outside of your daily practice, have a couple of plectrums in your wallet. Every guitar player needs plectrums in their wallet. simple. Have plectrums in your wallet, and lots of them, because these things just disappear. They just go into a whole nother zone somewhere, a million miles away from Earth probably. You drop them and they disappear into the stratosphere. All right, it's crazy. But have a few. Just hold them throughout the day. If you're just working in the office or whatever, just pick it up, hold it, get used to that feeling. Okay, that's kind of what you want to do there. And then you've got your guitar, you're holding your guitar properly, you've got your plectrum, and you can kind of hold it nicely. Okay, so just allow for the fact that it will take a bit of time. By the end of this 30 days of doing these lessons, you'll be used and familiar with holding this plectrum. Okay, now let's talk about our first chord. So first lesson, first chord. This is the main thing I want you guys to be practicing, and it's called an E minor chord.
I made over 6 figures trading without even looking at the charts, without spending hours glued to the screen, and without relying on someone.
The saddest of all chords. It's just, it's a great place to start because it's a relatively easy shape to get used to, and we've got a lot of developing to do. So we've got to start building calluses, we've got to get used to the hand position, so we've got loads to kind of fit into this. So first up, let me just show you how to put this chord on, and then we're going to practice it together, take a quick break whilst I show you something else, and then come back to it. So we're going to do a lot of practicing together in these videos. That's going to be, really fun. You get to see exactly how you should be practicing. So first things first, these are the strings, okay, going across here, and we'll talk about the different string names in the next lesson. We're not going to do that now. But we're going to take our second finger. So the second finger, it just simply goes first, second, third, fourth fingers. I'm going to take the second finger, and I'm going to place it on the second fret. So that's the first fret, that's the second fret, third fret, fourth fret, fifth fret, okay? And I'm going to place it on the second fret, on the second string down. Now, this is called the A string, and we'll talk more about that in the next lesson. But for now, just match up to what I'm doing, okay? So second fret across, second string down. So there's fret number 1, fret number 2, and string number 1, string number 2, like that, okay? So there is the first thing. And this is your first test. Can you get the plectrum to actually pluck that A string just by itself for a second? Okay. First little test with a plectrum, right? Okay, and we'll talk more about plectrum technique as we go, especially as we get into the guitar gym section. But for now, let's just get used to the feeling of the plectrum in the hand. So that's the first thing. And one of the main things to note here is that my hand position has now changed, okay? So I'm doing this. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting my thumb at the back of the neck, okay? So you can see it's resting like that, and you see that joint is as flat as I can get it. So maybe a little bit like that. Not like this, but quite flat. It's resting at the back of the neck, like so. And that means that I'm allowing my wrist to come all the way around the front of the neck. And now, again, it's gonna feel really uncomfortable, guys, really uncomfortable. But just bring it round like that, and that's your starting point, okay? So thumb at the back, wrist around, and that allows you to have this second finger doing kind of like a loop, kind of like creating a bridge over the rest of the string, so you're not touching the rest of the strings underneath. And if you see here, and I'm gonna really try and use the beautiful focusing on this camera, I'm gonna dig right in to this string and give myself a big kind of crevice on my finger. And now, let's see if I can get this on camera. Okay, so let's see if that will focus in. There we go. If you can see where that divot is, you can see it's right up towards the fingernail, isn't it? That's where you should be pushing in. Just see if I can get that as clear as possible for you guys. So you see that little dip there? That's where I'm going to be pushing in. So it's right at the very top here, okay? And that is where you're trying to make contact
with the actual string. Okay, so you can see it's not flat like that, it's like that, on your tippy toes, as it were. So that's our first bit, okay? And we're just gonna try and pick that. Then what we do in the same hand position is we add the third finger underneath. So the third finger is in the same fret, so second fret, okay, so this box here, but it's on the D string, so the next string down. And when you put the two together, okay, that's the starting blocks of our E minor chord. So let's just go over a few bits here. So thumb at the back. That means that my wrist can come around and both fingers are on the tippy toes, the fingertips, pushing down into that fret, okay, onto those strings. And that allows me to create this bridge underneath, so that you can see I've got a nice bridge there for them. And take a break, because every single time you put that on, it's going to feel really hard, okay? One thing, the first thing over this 30 days that you're going to find is there's a lot of physicality. And it really doesn't take too long for the physicality to become easier, but you know, you're talking about probably a position that your wrist hasn't ever really been in for an extended amount of time, unless you're used to walking around kind of gripping like that. Not sure what sport you might be doing, but that's a kind of wrist position that you're not used to. You'll be pushing down on very soft parts of your fingers for the moment until. So we've got a couple of weeks really whereby there's going to be that kind of physicality part of it. It's not as musical as you'd like it to be instantly, but physically, and we can work through that, right? You just got to do it regularly, short bits of practice regularly. So that gives us the shape, all right? So pop it back onto the neck. A couple of little tips here. I want to try and get both fingers as close to the actual silver fret. So when we say fret, we kind of look at the box. So this is fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, fret 4, like that. But actually, in physicality, the actual silver bit there, that's actually the fret. That's what that is called, that silver line, that's the fret. And that is where we want to get the fingers as close to as possible. So you'll notice here that that third finger is almost right on top of that fret. And this finger is as close as I can get it, you know, without totally moving my hand position. So it looks like that. That'll give you a much clearer sound than if I go back. If I'm not that close to that fret, you get that kind of deaded sound. So you want to get as close to that fret as you can. And now, and this is our ultimate test, keep that down, and we're going to go through every single string. Every single string like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the plectrum. You're just literally just letting that plectrum drop through the strings like so. And ideally, and I'm just going to give my hand a break, and please do keep giving yourself a break here because it's a lot. You can see even I'm doing it. So it's important to do it. And you're aiming for that nice clear sound. Very likely you might have something like this. Something like that. It's very common for this finger to slightly be resting on the G string, so this string here. And if that's happening, all you've got to do is just get that thumb further back down the neck. So actually make it further down like that. And that will allow your wrist to come around and settle really nicely there. Okay? So your first aim is to try and get that chord sounding as good as you can get it. Okay? So there we have it. Take your time with it. Okay, don't rush it. You know, you've got all day. Okay, until the next lesson. This is the only thing you're practicing. So you're holding your plectrum. You're trying to do this E minor chord, and you're just making sure the guitar fits quite comfortably on the body. Now, just before you go, there's one more thing I want to show you. Okay, and this is actually how this will be written out, because you're going to very likely come across this chord online. So if you go over to our website, there'll be an image of how to use this chord. Now, for a lot of you, just looking at this image, it's going to be a little bit of gobbledygook. So this is the introduction, and you're going to very much enjoy this, I'm sure, of the Blackboard learning system. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw out this kind of fret box, which is what we're going to be using. So we just have a little look here. So just bear with me a second. I'm going to draw 6 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 lines, as you can see. And imagine that those are your strings. Okay, so imagine that at the top of this, you've actually got the kind of, this is a terrible drawing, but you've got the guitar headstock. Right at the top of that. Imagine that bit there is the guitar headstock going up like that. All right, so it's like a guitar on a stand, if you imagine it correctly. So like literally that guitar there, the headstock, and then the strings going down like that. That's the image we're trying to create here, to pop that down. And then I'm going to draw in the frets. So fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3. So like that. So if we have another look at that. There we go. So we've got this kind of grid whereby we've got the strings going down like that. And this is the lowest string to the highest string. So low in sound to the highest, or thickest to thinnest. And then you've got the frets coming along this way. So you've got the first fret, so I can like 1, 2, doing this backwards, 3, like that, 1, 2, 3 in terms of frets, like so, okay? So that gives us our kind of basic map, and then we just simply pop the fingers on. So I'm going to do a circle there and a circle there. So if you look at those circles now in the green, hopefully you can see that nice and clearly, what that shows us is where you pop your fingers. So this is saying that there's a finger that needs to go onto the second string, the second fret. What I've got there is telling me now, if I just put that, goes on the A string, that's what it's matching up to. So imagine I'm like this with the guitar, right? So that's how I am with the guitar, where online. You get familiar with actually seeing it written out in a chord box. Make sure you're comfortable, or getting more comfortable with how to hold the pick, and do that during the day, just pick it up, la la la.
Some crazy sounds in here.
Welcome to Arcade. Hey guys, Dan here from your Guitar Academy, and welcome back to lesson 2 of our 30-day challenge. And today, we're going to be building upon what we learned yesterday. Okay, so hopefully you've been spending some time with that E minor chord. You've head on over to the website, you've had a little look at the actual chord box, so you can get familiar with that, and you're just starting to just get a little bit of a feel for that plectrum and holding the guitar. That's the first steps. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to add a second chord and do a teeny little bit of theory. So pick up your guitar and let's get started. Okay, so if you're new to this course and you've just come through to this on YouTube, then please remember that you can head on over to the website and you'll find full write-up, like, and start a comment. You just looks like this. Sounds like this.
this, okay? Found how to push down on the chord, okay? Now we're going to add in a second chord, and it looks like this. Sounds like this, okay? So a couple of things here. First of all, it's called a C major 7. Really, honestly, no need to worry about what's that name mean? What does E minor mean? What does C major 7 mean? These are questions that will be answered in due course. But right now, think of it quite simply as just a major sounding chord. So the major chords sound a little bit more bright, a little bit more happy, a bit more upbeat, potentially. Lots of ways you could describe it. Some might even come and say quite melancholy. I mean, it's whatever you hear, really, but that's a typical way. You might think of major as a bit more happy, and minor as a little bit more sad, for example. Right? That's just a typical way to think about, you know, that kind of thing. But really, for us at this point, it's just a chord shape that helps us. It's a relatively easy chord shape. I mean, it won't be easy for you guys right a second, but in terms of ease of chord shapes, it's up there with the easier ones. And it allows us to practice the main principles, okay? So let's refresh those principles and practice this chord. All right, so the chord, like this, we're going to start with our third finger there. Okay, so we're third fret, so 1, 2, 3 on the A string, so the second string down. And again, we're going to talk about those strings in this lesson, in fact, once we need a break. So we've got that one there. Third finger, once again, try and get it right across as far as you can so that you know, almost at the silver fret, but not over it, of course, but just about there. And again, my thumb is nice and at the back. It's flat at the back, quite far down, not up here. Not like that, but just like that if you can. It allows you, think about it, it allows you to bring that wrist around, like so. And then the second finger goes on the second fret of the D string, so this third string down here. And that, basically that's exactly where it was for the E minor, but we've got this finger doing it now instead. So we're like that, okay? So we've got third fret and second fret, okay? And with this one, we really need to make sure that we've got that nice bridge above those two, because when you pluck that, so if you take your attention to the right hand for a second, you pluck the A string, and you pluck the D string, you will quite often hear from beginners that you can't get that D string because this finger is just too flat, okay? So once again, have a little look where these calluses are. So I'm using the beautiful cameras again, so I'm gonna dig in as hard as I can, come over to this camera, and let's just find my position there. So can you see on these two fingers, these middle two fingers, where those calluses are? Hopefully you can. Let's just get it. There we go. So you can just see right on the fingertips. That's why I'm really focusing in. And it will hurt a little bit, but that's what we're trying to achieve. And what we want here is we can strum all 6 strings. Okay? So you can, once again, just go through all 6 and try and get them sounding as clear as possible. So it'll be a little bit of back and forth. You know, you'll be adjusting, readjusting, take your hand off, have a rest, come back in, adjust, readjust, this kind of thing. It's a long process. You know, just you know, go easy on yourself. No one gets it too quickly. Just take your time, take a break, come back, keep working it in that manner. Okay, that's the best way to kind of go through this. In theory, that low E string doesn't need to be played, so you can kind of start strumming it from the A string, but in practice, don't worry too much about it. The E still works really fine, you see? So you can kind of just practice strumming that a little bit, all 6 strings, no rhythm, no rhyme, no nothing, just bosh, doing it like so, okay? So that's our next chord. That's called a C major 7. And just have a little break there. What we're going to be trying to practice is simply going between those 2 chords. So we're going to be going between an E minor and a C major 7. Okay? So just have a little look at that. So there's an E minor there. So it might take you a while just to get back to that E minor now, but just try and get back to that chord. Remember, we're developing muscle memory. As soon as you start changing between chords, that muscle memory will develop really fast because you'll have to keep going back to it. Keep going back to it, keep going back to it. So you're just going to constantly, it's like, you know, drilling in a phrase or a line or a new language. You just keep going over and over the words, and it's the same here. So there's that E minor chord. And my movement can be something like this. I can take that second finger away and I can attach it to the 3rd fret and drop this one down. So I can kind of do this movement, okay? If you like. And equally on the way back, you can take that one up there and put that one down there. These little micro movements can help. In this, I've found over the years that this is different depending on different students. So some like that kind of, that's a nice way through it. Others just want to take it off and put it on. Take it off and put it on. Take it off and put it on. So you kind of get used to the whole moving, the whole chord moving, and that's no problem either. The point here is that we need some practice doing this, okay? So I'm just going to spend just like a minute or so now with you guys. I'm just going to go back and forth between these. Take it off and put it, if you like. Equally on the way back. It might take you a while just to get back to that E minor now, but just try and get back to that chord. Remember, we're developing muscle memory. As soon as you start changing between chords, that muscle memory will develop really fast because you'll have to keep going back to it. Keep going back to it. Keep going back to it. So you're just going to constantly, it's like, you know, drilling in a phrase or a line or a new language. You just keep going over and over the words, and it's the same here. So there's that E minor chord. And my movement can be something like this. I can take that second finger away and I can attach it to the 3rd fret and drop this one down. So I can kind of do this movement, okay? If you like.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity. But for the first time, there's a platform that fixes it by combining everything you need.
way back, you can take that one up there and put that one down there. These little micro movements can help. This I've found over the years that this is different depending on different students. So some like that kind of, that's a nice way through it. Others just want to take it off and put it on, take it off and put it on, take it off and put it on. So you kind of get used to the whole moving, the whole chord moving, and that's no problem either. The point here is that we need some practice doing this, okay? So I'm just gonna spend just like a minute or so now with you guys. I'm just gonna go back and forth between these two chords, okay? There's no timing at this point, there's no pressure. Just get to the chord, play it, and do not worry how it sounds, okay? Just don't worry how it sounds too much. Just even if it's a little bit deaded, okay? Just spend a minute now with me, just doing your absolute best to just get used to those two chords. Then go back, and then again to the C major 7. Just really just take your time. Whilst you're doing it, you might want to start absorbing the sound from me, what I'm playing. Does that sound like yours? Kind of minory, a bit darker, a little bit cooler, more relaxed on the major 7. You know, kind of developing your ear at the same time. And then back to that C major 7. Now, by this point, I would imagine that your hand wants to pack in. You know, you might even find you're shaking. It's a lot. You know, you're doing a lot of stuff with your wrist here. Your thumb is pushing where you've never really pushed before. Your fingers are really burning into those calluses. So what I suggest is either carry on now or just take a quick break whilst I show you something else. So this is really important whenever I'm, teaching one-to-one, which is the experience I'm trying to give you here now, is that we know when to take a break. So we're just going to take a quick break there. And I'm going to show you something that's very important on my magical chalkboard. We're going to do the names of the strings, okay? So the strings are E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, so let me just pop that up there. So that's from low to high. Let me just make sure I've got it in the right place. So from low to high is E, A, D, G, B, E. And what I mean by low is low sound, okay? So that's, low to high, okay? And high sound, okay? So you've got E on either side, basically. But this one is the thickest string, the lowest sounding string. Then as you go to A, D, G, B, E, they're getting thinner and thinner, okay? So for example, if I just put that down for 1 second, let's just make sure we clarify that properly. We've got E, lowest string, A, D, G, B, E. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have got a tuner, and we highly recommend that you have a digital tuner. And very likely, if you set it to guitar mode rather than chromatic, so guitar mode, it's going to want to find the E. So it's going to say E on the screen, and then it's going to say like, oh, you're a little bit flat or you're a little bit sharp, and you adjust the tuning peg. Okay, this isn't a tuning video. There's plenty of those on YouTube. A, D, G, B, E. Okay. Now, you probably think, okay, that's great. I'll just memorize that, and that's exactly right. You need to memorize that. And I've got a nice little way to do so. So we're going to remember this beautiful rhyme. Elephants. I don't know if I spelled elephants wrong now. I'm pretty sure my daughter would kill me. Elephants and donkeys. Yeah, I'm going to write this down. Grow big ears. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. There's one for all the adults out there. There's nothing wrong with that. We all need a little bit of help here and there. So let's just get that on the other, so you can see that nice and close on the other camera. I can see that's pretty good there. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. That's going to help you. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears, and they really do grow big ears, essentially, especially Dumbo, right? So elephants and donkeys grow big ears. You can come up with your own versions of that. I've heard a lot. Eddie, what was the one that Cameron was telling me about today? Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. That's quite a good one as well. There's loads and loads and loads. Whatever you want to use, that's the one I've always used with your Guitar Academy. It's just going to help you memorize those strings. You're going to need to know those strings. A string. Find the G string. You know, these got 3rd fret A string, elephants and. 2nd fret, the important bit of back to this. And when you do it, I want you to try and get it sounding as crisp as you can. So I want you to go.
Hey, I'm Mike with GuitarTricks.com, and I have a fun and quick guitar skill to teach you today. A lot of beginner guitar players have trouble with bar.
Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome back to Lesson 3 in our 30-day Beginners Challenge. And now, you have been practicing your E minor and your C major 7. We've got a little bit of theory. We know our notes, what the strings are tuned to. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. I'm sure you got there before me. And what we're going to be doing now is, now that you've been practicing the basic chord change, we're going to bring in a drum beat. Okay, we're going to be talking about the drum beat, kind of what it means, how you can get it, where you can get it, and then what you need to do across that. And this is going to basically supercharge your chord changing. Make sure that you can get those chords changed in time and really speed up that progression. So pick up your guitar and let's get started.
this course and you've just come through to this on YouTube, then please remember that you can head on over to the website and you'll find full write-ups for every lesson, all of the tab, all of the chord boxes, the fretboards, everything you need to absolutely smash and master every single lesson. As well as that, please do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It massively helps us continue to provide you these free courses, and leave us a comment. If you've got questions, we will get back to you. So leave us a comment under the video and we'll speak to you there. Okay then guys, so first of all, the principle behind the idea of bringing in the drum beat is to add a little bit of pressure. Okay, so far we've been very free time, very casual. You've been working with these two chord chains, the E minor and the C major 7, okay? And as you've been working with those, you've been really specific, pernickety, I think is the word, about trying to get a nice sounding chord as you get to it. We're going to kind of throw that out the window now by bringing in the drum beat, and we're going to kind of put that little bit of pressure. You have to get to the chord change by the start of the next bar. So we'll talk about bars now. And by putting that pressure, it means the chord might not sound as good initially, but the muscle memory is going to develop so quickly by doing that you'll almost have the space suddenly to be thinking about making micro adjustments to get the sound right whilst changing or whilst having a chord on. So there's a lot kind of more subtly happening when you try to do this. And so it's a really good process. It always works. You just got to commit to it. So when we talk about bringing in a drum beat, we first of all need to understand just a simple concept of a 4/4 timing. So let's have a little listen to this kind of drum loop. And we do use drum loops instead of metronomes because it's more fun. So have a listen to that groove, right? Resist. It's a big groove. Okay. Now, try this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a bar. Okay. When you say 1, 2, 3, 4, you're talking about a bar of music. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's just pause that for a second. Now, you can see I've counted along with that. I'm sure a lot of you guys will be like, okay, yeah, I could count along with a piece of, if you put a song on, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first step in understanding a bar or a time signature, really, that counting. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that, although I've done that a lot with my children, but, we get to 4 and then we go back to the start. The 4 signifies a bar. In a piece of 4/4 music, which most rock pop stuff is, or blues stuff, is going to be 4/4, okay? So we count it like that, and you'll have noticed when I first started doing it, I also counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Hold that thought, we'll come back to that in a later lesson, okay? So let's just focus in on this basic bar concept. That gives us 1 bar. So if I say to you that when that drum comes on that first beat, so when I say 1, we want to hit the chord. So we want to be hitting the E minor, okay? And then what I could say to you is that when we go to the next bar, so when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 again, we're going to hit the next chord, C major 7. Okay? So just as a simple demonstration, this is not what I'm asking you to do right this second, but a simple demonstration, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can see how I've each chord lasting for 1 bar. 1 count of 4, and then I'm on to the next chord. Okay? Absolutely crucial. Now you'll notice also listening to a drum beat is it helps us put the right placement. So when I say 1, it sounds like a thump, like a thud, like a boom, like that kind of sound. When I say 2, it's more like a ka, like that kind of sound. So more of a high-pitched sound. When I say 3, it's that thud again. Boom. When I say 4, it's that high-pitched sound again. Boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, like that kind of thing, right? That gives us this indication of where that 1 is, okay? You don't want to say 1 when it is that high-pitched sound, okay? So have a listen again, see if you can spot those 2 different sounds. It's got a couple of extra things going on in this beat. I wanted to just put in a realistic beat for you guys. But that crack, 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 that's going to be 2 or 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, okay? So if you're wondering how you go about getting a drum machine or a drum loop, first of all, we do have these drum tracks available over on the site, so click the link in the video if you're on YouTube,
and you'll have that. If you downloaded the course, then you have all of these in your files, and that's fantastic. You can use all of these. And if you want to, there's also loads of apps you can get on your phone, or your iPad or your computer or whatever. You can simply go to the App Store, no matter what device you're on, simply type in drum machine. For example, if you're on iOS, GarageBand is fantastic. On all iOS and Android and all that, Google Store, whatever, there's also a huge variety of them. You can quite quickly download them, pop in a really basic beat. It should be pretty straightforward, and you can kind of play away with it, okay? But I do recommend if you do have an iOS device, kind of an iPad, iPhone, whatever it is, GarageBand's fantastic for this stuff. And I use something called Logic to generate that, but that's neither here nor there. It's just really great sounding drums. So if you're not sure about any of that tech stuff, then just simply head on over to the website and you can use the drum beats that I'm using here to play along and practice. All right, so that's going to be hugely important. Now, what I want you to do, in fact, is to play one chord every 2 bars. So I'm going to play the E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, C major, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, sorry, 3, 4. So you strum every 2 bars. Okay, so basically, okay, a couple of try. One, two. Let's go to the C major 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Try and get to that E minor. You can start moving now if you want to. Just get to that E minor. 2, 3, 4. If you have to, you can start moving now. Get to that C major 7. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the E minor, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So just keep doing it. I'll talk a little less now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The longer you can wait to make the change, the better. But at this point, just make sure you're there on time, whatever that takes. And that will kind of speed up as you go. 4, 1, 2, 3, big drum fill, and 1. We love a good drum fill. The more you do this, the more you'll get a feel for that 4/4 timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Change to the C major 7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to the E minor. 2, 3, 4. Do it one more time. 2, 3, 4. C major 7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And we'll stop there for a second and end. Okay. So, how did you find that? Let's have an honest answer here. If that was just way too fast, then you've got a couple of options. You can either do a slow, and that's what you can do. You might want to do 3 bars. You're sitting there and going, or do 1 bar per chord. So just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome back to day 4 of our 30-day beginners challenge. And hopefully you've had some success changing that E minor to C major 7 with the drum beat. Okay, that's a big challenge. Okay, so make sure that you're going through that and you're working. That's like your practice, and it'll be ongoing practice as you add more chords to this. You'll be always practicing that kind of vibe. Okay, now today's lesson we're going to bring in some real grooves, some proper rhythm. So up to now the right hand's just been kind of there, but not doing very much apart from that single strum. And now we're going to bring in your first rhythm pattern. So it's a really exciting day. I'm going to take you through this really slowly so you fully understand how to work a rhythm pattern, how to make a groove. So pick up the guitar and let's get started. Course and you've just come through to this on YouTube, then please remember that you can head on over to the website and you'll find full write-up. Leave us fingers now in time to a drum beat. And really the next process and something that's so important in terms of actually getting full songs together is knowing that alongside the actual harmony, so the chords, the movement of the chords and how quickly they move, we need to add some kind of rhythm. Okay, so a rhythm pattern is what we're going to be learning today. And really a rhythm pattern is simply the idea of knowing what to do with your right hand and being able to write that out or read that from a piece of paper or a spreadsheet or whatever it is, not a spreadsheet, but you know what I mean, a piece of paper or chord chart or wherever you find these rhythm patterns. And also eventually, and this is crucial, being able to listen to a song and going, that's the rhythm pattern. So we're going to be teaching the real essentials here that you need to know so that you're able to eventually over the next couple of weeks or months be able to listen to a song and see that rhythm pattern and be able to then translate that to your right hand. So for example, if I took my 2 chords that we've been learning, the E minor and the C major 7, and suddenly started to add a bit of groove, we put that with a little bit of a drum beat as we've been doing. So if I bring up that drum track that we've been using, suddenly you can see how we can go from just a basic movement of a chord to start adding something a little bit more like this. Suddenly
something that starts to sound like a song, right? So it's really important part of this. And there's a couple of key things that we need to remember. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing this out for you, because there's a few really important steps that we need to take in order to really get rhythm patterns clear in our mind and then onto the guitar. Okay, so the magical drawing board comes right back. I'm excited. I love using this thing. And I'm going to draw this out. Okay, so just bear with me here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if we just have a little look at that, okay? So what I've drawn out there is a simple bar of 4. So in the last lesson, we talked about this concept of a 4-4 bar. So basically, we count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it starts again. So we've got those numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our bar, okay? Notice that in between that, we've got these plus symbols now, okay? And that is, instead of plus, we call it and. So this verbally, out loud, is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? And that is how we're going to divide our bar. What that basically means for us is that in that bar of 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can now get in 8 different notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so we can fit essentially 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into our bar of 4. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I kind of get that, but I don't really understand what that means at this point, and that's totally understandable. Let me show you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some arrows. Okay, so let me just draw some lovely arrows on this. Okay, and suddenly this is going to start to make a little bit more sense. Okay, so I'm actually fizz that down for 1.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead? Now they're
and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So it's air guitar at this point. It's all ghost notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're not hitting anything. It's just simply the movement of my right hand, okay? So one of the first... Hey guys, Danny from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome back to day 5 of our 30-day beginner challenge. And really happy with our progress so far. You've gone through all the main elements that you need to get a simple rhythm and chord change thing going on, and that is still to be practiced. So today, whilst you're still practicing that, because that is going to take a couple of days, so just keep doing that. Essentially, the moral of the story. In terms of your physical practice, that's your focus still. But today, we're going to get the brain working a little bit more, and we're going to do a little bit of theory that you need to know. Now, all the way through this course, you will find little pockets of theory like this, and it's a great thing to just listen to, you know, embrace, and know that it's going to massively help as you progress on the guitar. So it might not be instantly applicable straight away, but it's definitely something that, whereby if you know it, you're going to find that in the next stages, everything's going to feel a lot easier. Okay, so we're really setting up those foundations on a theory sense as well. So pick up your guitar and let's get started. Just come through to this thing. We're going to be learning the notes on the E string and the A string, okay? And that's super, super important. I mean, there's going to be so many applications of that. The first being that with chords, as you move them up the neck, it's going to be really important to know that that's an A, you know, that's a G. This is all the way up to an advanced stage, you know, B, A, G, F sharp. It's going to be important to know what all these notes are for in terms of chords. Also, when it comes to scales, which we'll be looking at in the next unit, we're going to be needing to know what the notes are on the E and the A string so that we can easily find our scales. And then eventually, still in this course though, we're going to be knowing quickly how to know what every single note is on the neck just by knowing your E and A string notes. Okay, so lots to cover here. Now, we don't really need the guitar at this very moment. We'll pick it back up again in a second, so just pop that down, and we're going to be going to the blackboard. We love the blackboard. First thing we kind of need to establish here is, and I'm going to have my little cup of tea here, you know, proper teacher moment, right? I'm just chilling. We're having a great theory lesson. I need my bucket of tea. So, we're going to be needing to first of all know the basics of notes in music, in Western music, okay? And there's a certain set of notes. We've got 12 notes essentially in Western music, okay? And that Western music, that's an important term. Anything that we typically know as, you know, blues, pop, rock, jazz, funk, any kind of genre that you can really think of that isn't, you know, a totally different style of music. So kind of Indian music, for example, has a different kind of format. But for Western music, so everything you're going to be playing really is going to be involving these 12 notes, okay? So I'm going to write it from A, because let's just think of this alphabetically, okay? The 12 notes that we need to know are A sharp, just follow me on this for a second, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then we come back to A, okay? So let's just draw a little line there. So let's just have a little look at that. So these are the notes that we're talking about here. So A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then we come back to the start. So a very basic, there's no H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. You know, we go through the alphabet, we go as far as G, G sharp, we'll talk about the sharps in a second. It doesn't go to H. Certainly not in English anyway. In other languages it actually does, but we're not going to worry about that. Having lived in Poland for a few years, it has blown my mind to find an H in this whole thing. But you know, from English point of view, this is kind of how we do this. And we come back to A at the end. So G, G sharp, and then you're back to the start of A, okay? And every note, apart from 2 of them, has a sharp. Okay, so just don't think any harder about that. A sharp, it's just another musical value, okay? A, that's the sound of an A, okay? That's what an A sounds like. I'll play that on the guitar in a second. A sharp, that's the next note up, okay? We call this, between these two, okay, between each one of these, we call that a semitone, which is an important kind of terminology to get into your mind. There's other ways to say that, but we would typically say semitone here in England. I'm trying to think what the American version is. It'll come back to me. But yeah, semitone. So essentially, that's just, there's nothing in between those two, okay? You can't do anything. There's no A in the middle. It's just A to A sharp. A sharp goes to B. There's nothing in between that, okay? The way to remember this, and this is a really important thing here is, because all you're trying to do at this point is just remember this. You know, that essentially in music, all the notes that you have, all the notes you'll find on the guitar, which we'll pick up again in a second, is here, okay? It'll just keep going round and round that. So you'll go through this, A sharp, B, C sharp, 1 fret by fret. It'll just go up and up and up. When it gets to A, it just starts again. But now this A is an octave higher, okay? So it's the same note, but higher in pitch. That's something that's really important. Let me just kind of establish that on the guitar quickly. So if we've got A, so our A string is the second string, as I'm hoping you remember, second string. And as I just simply go up one by one, A sharp, B, C sharp, these are the notes that I wrote out on the board, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A, okay? And when we're back to that A at the top, it's the same note. This is called an octave. What this means is it's the same note, it's now just higher in pitch, okay? And as you keep going up the guitar, so I'm just gonna kind of, don't worry too much about this, but here's an A. Again, same note, higher in pitch. Okay, there's an A. There, same note, higher in pitch, higher in pitch.
Carrying around extra fat is dangerous. This is how you get rid of it.
If you want to drop this, start eating.
Higher in pitch. So you've got all those notes. Those 12 notes are just repeated over and over and over again on this neck. They just keep getting higher and higher, okay? So we want to differentiate the note value with the pitch, okay? You know, the note value is A. This is an A. This is an A. This is an A. Okay, there's A's all over, A. There's A's all over the place, okay? But they all have a slightly different pitch, okay? Some of them are lower, some of them are higher, you know? And that's what you need to understand. So there's only 12 notes. It looks like, oh God, all of these are different notes. How can I ever learn all of this? But it's just the same 12 notes over and over again. It's like on a piano. You got one octave, you know, C, D, E, F, G, blah, blah, all the white keys, and then it's repeated again, repeated again, repeated again. They just keep on going up in octave, so up in pitch, okay? So that's the first thing. Hopefully that makes sense. And honestly, don't worry if it doesn't. As long as you just remember this, that these are the notes, it will start to make sense as we explore this deeper. Okay, it's just at this point, you know, the understanding is at a very, you know, just flat level. This is it. This is what we've got to work with. Okay, and something that's really worth doing is remembering that all the notes have a sharp, apart from a B, okay, and an E. Okay, so the E and the B do not have sharps, and don't sit there and ask me why, because I don't know. I don't know. I don't need to know. It's just that's just how it is. So the B doesn't have a sharp. You can see it just goes from B to C, so just up the alphabet. Equally with E, it goes from E to F, up the alphabet. There's no E sharp. There's no B sharp. They don't exist. So that's just all you need to remember. So to come away from this, what I'd like you to remember is that you go from A to G and then start all over again. They're the basic notes. Every note has a sharp apart from B and E. And if you literally remember a bumblebee, you know, bumbling around, and the spelling of a bumblebee, B-E-E, you know, the B and E do not have sharps. Okay, so B does not have a sharp. Just try and get something like that working around your head. This is a little kind of brainstem to just kind of memorize that. So B and E do not have sharps. Everything else does. A sharp, B, C, no sharp, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, no sharp, F sharp, G, G sharp, okay? And for now, that's all we need. You can also kind of say that in reverse where you get flats, but we're not gonna worry about that now. That's something we will convert later on. Let's just get this as a concept down, okay? So we need to just bring that onto the guitar neck and learn a few key bits here, okay? So on the neck, we're dealing with the E string, okay? So we're very much dealing with the E string, open E string, and A string. So these two strings, okay? Now, if you're starting from E, that string is tuned to E. So you need to learn the notes going up one at a time, so a semitone apart, 1 fret apart each, starting from E. So of course, you know, it's just, you just kind of roll through your alphabet and add the sharps where you need to. So we know that E doesn't have a sharp. B, E, they don't have sharp. So E doesn't have a sharp, so my next note up is gonna be an F, E to F. Simple alphabetical mathematics. E to F, F to F sharp to G, G to G sharp, G sharp to F sharp. Start to for design. They're just helping you to remember, you know, where you are. So that 3rd fret on the E string is a G, this is an A, this is a B. Don't get too invested in desperately trying to remember that. What I get in the habit of doing for the moment is just, okay, E string, and now just count your way up. Get used to the order of the notes. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. Remember, after G sharp is not H, it's straight back to the start of the alphabet, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And doing the same thing on the A string. So the A string, 2nd string down, A to A sharp, just going up a semitone at a time, B, B to C, C to C sharp, D, D sharp, E, no sharp, so F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then back to A. Okay? So in due course, you will gradually, as you do this more and more, you'll kind of notice those fret markers. And in due course, again, we want to memorize the notes on the fret markers of the E and the A string, okay? So as you do it more and more, just spare a thought for the fact that, oh, I'm on the 3rd fret now, that's a G on the E string. Or on the A string, that's a C. Okay? So it's kind of like a memory game. So this is the kind of thing you can do away from the guitar as well. You could have a little, just kind of the 2 strings drawn out with the 12 frets, and just, you know, can you go E, F, F sharp, G? Can you basically get used to this musical alphabet rather than the kind of normal linguistic alphabet, okay? That's what we're trying to achieve here, all right? So alongside your practice of the
sorry, the E minor and the C major 7 chord with the drum beat and the strumming pattern, these little bits of theory are the kind of thing you can do in the car on the way home, little bits in the office. Just spend a couple of minutes doing it as well, you know, before you start going into practice. When you've got the guitar in your hand, just quickly go, all right, E, F, F sharp. Just do it every time you pick up a guitar. Just until it starts to really sink in, that musical alphabet, and then you start to be like, okay, well, that 3rd fret, that's a G. That 5th fret, that's an A. It's the kind of thing you can do ongoing. And later on in the course, as we start to use scales, we're going to see how applicable that's going to be. So start working with it now. Continue working with your strumming pattern and the chord changes, okay? You've got the other little bits of theory here and there dotted around. Just work, make sure these chords are sounding as good as you can get it, and that will signify the end of our first unit, okay? Tomorrow, when you come back, we're going to be moving on to a couple of different subjects, which is really exciting, so keep working with it.
If you have an hour this week, you can learn 100 songs on the piano by learning just 4 chords. These. Check it out.
Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome back to Unit 2 and Lesson 6. And hopefully you've been really enjoying the strumming and the 2 chords that we've been putting together. And very importantly, I want you to be continuing to do that. You'll notice that I now have a beautiful electric guitar. And the first thing I'm going to say is that if you've got an acoustic guitar, it doesn't matter. You know, you can do exactly the same thing with the acoustic guitar. I just wanted to pick up an electric guitar for the guys that are sitting there with an electric thinking, oh, I feel a bit, you know, you've got an acoustic guitar, can I do all this with an acoustic or with an electric? You can do it with both. It doesn't matter. So for this unit, I'm going to use the electric guitar just for a bit of variation. Also, typically lead stuff is a little bit easier on the electric guitar, of course, you know, slightly thinner strings perhaps, maybe a slightly less thick neck or various things. But please know it can be done on both. So I'm just doing it on the electric guitar for now. So what we're going to be doing in this lesson is we're going to be starting to delve into a guitar gym style exercise, something that's going to get your fingers working and start to talk more and more about your right hand as well. So pick up that guitar and let's get started. This course and you've just come through to this on YouTube, then please remember that you can head on leave a talk about how you guys can do it. So here's the drums. Let's put it on a nice steady 50 BPM for the moment. Same beat that we've been working with up to this point, and the exercise sounds like this: 2, 3, 4. Exercise. And we're going to call it a 5, 6, 7, 8 exercise. It's not a step song. It is, in fact, a guitar gym exercise. Any of those people who know the step song, congratulations, great song. Classic 90s stuff. So this exercise is all about finger dexterity and matching up your right and left hand. Okay, so up to now, we've been very much focusing on kind of chords with the left hand, which means, you know, putting the fingers in, digging them in, and then keeping them in one place for as long as we need, and then moving a little bit to get to another chord. But there's not been much movement with the left hand. And with the right hand, we've been focusing on that big movement of the strum. Now we're going to get really intricate. We're going to do little movements with both hands, okay? So let's talk about the left hand first, okay? And what I'm basically doing is coming up here to the 5th fret. Now, let's just recap a little bit. Hopefully you guys now know that the 5th fret is an A, because I do E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and A. So if you've been working on that, then you'll know that. And suddenly it's going to become a bit more useful, okay? And basically what I'm going to try and do is play a semitone up, so A, A sharp, B, and C, using 1 finger per fret, okay? And that's the important part. This is 1 finger per fret. It's not this. Same effect audibly, but in terms of physically, we want to start using 1 finger per fret. So we get used to working with each individual finger, okay? So to make this possible, we need to have that hand position that we talked about before. The thumb needs to be right at the back of the neck, nice and flat, and that allows me to bring that wrist all the way round, like so, as possible. So you can see I get the cleanest sound by doing that, okay? I'm also trying to be on my fingertips as much as possible. And notice that if you look at how it's stretched out there, my thumb is roughly in the position of my 2nd finger on the back of the neck. It's not way back here, it's not over here, it's something around there for the easiest hand position. Now, just take a break there. It will feel awkward, just as when we first start doing chords. This is now a big stretch for those fingers, okay? So it might be that the 1st or 2nd finger find that okay, but the little finger is it just cannot be tamed, and that's what the exercise is here to do, tame all the fingers and get you in control of them. So once you've got the hand position, you're going to then take the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger off, and then start with the 1st one. So that 5th fret, okay, the A note. Then you're going to keep that one down and put the next one on and pluck it. Then you're going to keep that one down and put the 3rd finger on and pluck it. And then you're going to put the little finger down and pluck it. Importantly here, as I put each finger down, previous ones stay on. That's super important. So rather than this is what a lot of people end up doing. You know, as one finger goes down, the other kind of seesaws away from the fretboard. That's no good. We want it to look like this. So little movements, controlled movements. So you're kind of making sure that there's not much actually happening. To look at, it looks like a spider. That's why these are called spider exercises. It creeps along, rather than this. You
that's awful. And in terms of just simply getting up speed, you're doing so much extra work there. As those fingers launch away from the fretboard, you're never going to get that kind of speed up with that, or accuracy for that matter. So that's your kind of first task. Just sit with that first low E string from the 5th fret, so the A note, to A sharp, to B, and to C, trying to get that hand position, okay? From there, with the right hand, we want to start thinking about something called alternate picking, okay? And that simply means if we just look at that right hand, that I'm rather than just doing down, 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 just like with the strumming pattern where we talked about 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I'm going to be doing that, but now with smaller movements. So 1 and 2 and, okay? So it's that down, up, just only on one string this time, and it matches up to the, so first finger is a downstroke, then an upstroke, then a downstroke, and then an upstroke, okay? And one thing that's a really good tip at this point is where to kind of put that wrist. So at the beginning stages, it's going to feel really awkward. You might feel like you're kind of hovering in midair, which is okay. You know, you can have the actual arm resting on the back of the body there. But what I like to do is kind of ground myself somewhere. So some of you guys might like to just literally kind of ground yourself with your finger, so your little finger, for example, just literally holding the body where the scratch plate might be on the guitar. There's not one on this guitar, but where it might be. And that just kind of holds you in place so that you don't feel like you're totally in midair when you're picking, like that. Or you can kind of just slightly rest the palm, this part of the palm, all there, kind of that big fleshy part and down into the middle there. You can rest that on the bridge back here. And that will also allow you to kind of feel like you're a bit more grounded as you move down, okay? Now, don't worry too much about that right hand at this point. That's something that we're going to be developing as we go forward, as we do a little bit more lead stuff. But as long as you're not, if you do hold it on the bridge like that, make sure not to bring it too far forward, because what's going to happen is you're going to get this kind of palm muty sound. Now, as soon as you get that, you know, you're way too far forward. You're actually leaning on the strings at that point. So you want to bring it back to the bridge. So that's this big old silver bit here. It looks a little different on all guitars, but that's the basic idea. That's the bridge. And that will kind of ground you in place, like so. So you've got a couple of options there. You can do it in midair if you like that, if that feels okay to you. You can do it on the bridge, like that. Or you can do it where you're actually holding your little finger or your third finger, probably little finger really, in place as you go through the strings, like so, okay? For me, that's what I used to do. And now I've developed it so that I do more on the bridge. Both work really nicely. You'll see lots of different players doing it in different ways. So it's just about picking one and kind of sticking with it, and it will start to feel comfortable, okay? So you're going to see me do it very much from the bridge, like that, okay? So once you've got these kind of two elements working, so we've got the down up from the right hand, and we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5, 6, 7, 8, I should say, with the left hand. We're then just going to do that, repeat that on each string, okay? So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So that's exactly the same on the next string, then exactly the same on the next string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So it's exactly the same on all of the strings, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that drum beat up. I'm going to drop it down to, let's say, 45 BPM, okay? So nice and steady, because we're doing eighth notes here. I'm going to do that exercise, and this is kind of, I wouldn't recommend jumping straight in with the drum beat. This might be something you aim for over the next few days, but this is what it would sound like. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So it's quite quick. If you find after a couple of days that that's just too quick, I cannot get it anywhere near that speed, then there's a simple fix, okay? So let's take it back up to 55 BPM, okay? And instead of doing eighth notes, 1 and 2 and, you can do quarter notes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so against that drum beat, okay, so if I do this.
Feeling my husband with 8 inches was like reliving my first time, thanks to the salt trick. He makes me gush like a broken fire hydrant. Last month,
2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So count just the main 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about the 1 and 2 and just those main ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And still be practicing my alternate picking. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's complete the exercise, but just remember that the first step is just simply getting that hand stretched out. Then we're talking about aligning that with the right hand down, up picking, and just practicing that on each string without a drum beat. Making sure the fingers don't move very far from the fretboard, and that they stick to the board as the next ones go down. Okay, you can see how that stays there, that stays there, that stays there, that stays there, okay? And you just roll through all strings there, so one and the thing. Now, we need to do it in reverse then, so we've got to the top, and then we're gonna go back down. So this time we're gonna go from the little finger downwards like this. All right? Now, this might feel a bit more fiddly, and of course, this way round, the fingers come off gradually rather than going on, okay? And the first finger is your grounding. That's what you're going to keep there to keep that hand position in place, all right? So you go from the little finger, and then you've got to really work on your finger independence here. So only the little finger comes up, then you play the third finger, then the third finger comes up, second finger, then the second finger comes up, and you hit the first finger. And again, you do down, up, picking with your right hand. So down, up, down, up. Then when you come down to the B string, keep that first finger where it is so you get that stretch. So you don't go like that, you know. You keep that hand position, and then you go into the B string. Same thing. So notice how my fingers have kind of fallen into place a little bit here. So see how they've all just kind of fallen in line as I hit that little finger, and I just take them off. Take them off. Take them off. Take them off. So you're basically just working with this hand position. You pick up the guitar, the hand position goes on. La 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 la, hand position's on. La 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 la, hand position's on. Okay? So you've got two elements. You've got the going down, and then you've got the coming back, okay? And you'll probably find one of them harder than the other. That's totally normal. So make sure you can do both before you start doing it with the drum beat, and then bring in the drum beat. Okay then, guys, so your first aim with this, of course, you're still practicing your E minor to C major 7 with your strumming pattern. You're doing a little bits of theory, which we've looked at, and now we're gonna add this aim to it. And I want you to try this exercise without a drum beat, but over the course of the day, before tomorrow's lesson, I want you to just give it a go with the slowest drum beat. So maybe 45 BPM, 40 BPM, okay? Again, you can find the beats on our website. We just go 40, 45, 50, they're all kind of there for you in the audio files. So try with the slowest one and just see if you can keep up. It might be at fourth notes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or it might be eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'd say if you're a total beginner, if you've never ever touched the guitar before. Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome back to Lesson 7. And we're in Unit 2 of our 30-day beginner challenge. And today we're going to be taking the exercise we learned yesterday. I know that's a lot, so you're definitely still practicing that. We'll just go over it one more time. And we'll also just learn tab, okay? Because tab is the language, the written language of the guitar, really. And I need to show you how to read tab. So we're going to use the exercise that we've learned to actually write that out in tab so you can start, or at least the first bar, so you can really start to get a feel for how tab works. So pick up your guitar and let's get started.
I'm in the chat here, or the live stream here. I'm glad you came and hung out with me for a little bit. Till next time, love, peace,